We are back doing my album songs, so this will be our third song in our list. Time to cure our self-hating side and the judgmental side inside of us. So the third song in my album is Self-Hatred, talking about kind of overcoming this negative self-talk. Some of you know that my computer got kind of hacked, so I lost some songs. This was also one of the songs I lost, so we have to make it until beginning, until the end. It's written already, but now I just have to find the right sounds and build the song again, and that's what we will be doing today. If you're new, hi, my name is Victoria Helen. I'm an artist who's trying to create my first album first time. I created this channel to just hang out with you, show my process as I'm learning producing, and as I'm trying to make my dreams work. I know how hard it gets sometimes when I'm like doing my music and when I'm trying to be consistent, I'm trying to figure stuff out, how my life is gonna go. I love music, I love art much, but I'm kind of like stuck in some decisions sometimes, and I feel like sometimes we just need a little push. We need to talk with someone, we need to kind of like fill ourselves up to do the things we really like to do. That's why I created a Discord group where we artists can share our emotions, where we can share our struggles and hopefully help each other. I really want to create a space where artists can talk freely and really help each other to overcome these obstacles and get more clear in their life what they really want to reach. So if you want to join my group, then you can join Wiki's Art Collective. Yesterday I went nuts. I listened all of my album songs, and I listened even the songs that are not possibly going in album, but I had an idea that maybe we should do a challenge or something. I'll try to also document for you from my Instagram in Instagram or either in YouTube. I want to like share those songs I haven't released, and maybe I can make like a document of it so we can listen my songs and then figure out what I could release, because I feel like sometimes it's really hard to choose and know which songs I can post. I have certain songs that are like personal favorites that I know I will want to release, but some songs I'm just like, I don't have a certain emotion to it. I really loved creating it, but I don't know what to think of it, and that's why I feel like maybe I can create something like a SoundCloud link or something, or share the process I'm trying to finish all of those songs, because I don't know if you feel it too. It's like sometimes we have so much songs in our files, we created so many songs, and meanwhile we struggle to even release one. So I feel like it's a good challenge to try to release even the ones I'm not sure, and the ones that I have finished but they're like kind of like iffy because there's some mistakes. But let's try to continue and fix those mistakes and do that. So let me know if you're interested to see that, and we'll get right in the video now. Let's jump into FL Studio. Welcome to my FL Studio again. If you're new, hello. We are gonna hang out today and continue my album songs. This is the third song, as I said. And the PPM, I did it before because I needed to use my phone, which is this one, which you're looking at. Because I don't have a camera, but I have a camera on my phone, right? So I'm using that to document everything. So the PPM is 71. So we're just gonna play the first chords, I believe. So let's go with our piano. I'm gonna use addictive keys, our regular keys. I had something I played, so we're gonna just try out that straight away. So we just start with the bass pattern. First pattern, right? We're in the first pattern, and we're just gonna play in my MIDI. This is my MIDI. We're gonna play something. You can hear it now. Yeah, so yeah, let's just because the recording I listened, I used some other piano. I don't know what piano it was, something else, but there was like a little beat section, and then there was like something like this. It sounded a little bit like a music box kind of a thing. So maybe we will not find this sound in here, but we can just make like a bass piano or something. Or maybe actually. Just give me a second. Let's look. Maybe I can add some other thing. Let's go to for a moment. Let's go to Citrus. Let's go see what keys they have. And patch maybe? Maybe they have something that's like cute. this little bit sounds like this, but I don't think I like that. So let's go with a regular piano. So I looked up the chords and they're pretty simple. It starts with, wait, I lost my mouse. Yeah, it starts with C and E, and then C, E, F, G is the chorus. Doesn't sound nice. I'm just gonna do a quick automation clip, and we're gonna use the step on magnet so it will not go too much out when we do the automation clip with my MIDI. Then I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna boot notes as automation. Let's go with that. I was thinking we could make like an interesting piano bass line for it, so we can make a clone one of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press clone, so we have a pattern 2 already. So maybe in the beginning it starts like that, right? Like it's always the same now, but what happens in pattern 2 is we're gonna just add a little lower function, something going on, so it has like a little depth to it, right? I'm thinking maybe the rhythm goes like dun 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 dun. So let's do that. Yeah. Like I want something soft, some pad or something. Okay, that's cute. So we're gonna use the harp again from Citrus, my Citrus again, and then we're gonna go to deep 3 or 2 or something like that. I really like the low end side, but I'm also liking like the higher version, you know what I mean? Okay, so we're just gonna assign them already where they stand. So this is our intro. Let's put it a color. I mean, actually doesn't matter. Verse situation. So orange, the yellow, and the red. Okay, we got something going on. These are just like patterns. I put everything in one, so. The roller coaster feels so wide. I'm thinking to add here like something guitar vibes, maybe? Yeah, I like this Dark Star acoustic more because the hybrid has something like, if you can hear like click, click or something. Let's jump right into the jammy. Wait, let me just listen and then I will think what chummy we will add there. Let's just make a separate thing, which is like drum. I think the drum started right in a verse. What I want to do actually is just put them actually below. Let's think of some droomy. Clap. Okay, let's just add a snap here, something like that. Okay, so I think it's quite quick, right? Maybe it's too fast. Let's just put it on repeat. Okay, it's a really long pattern. Let's go. I don't know, did something random. I put like out in every 6 the hi-hat stuff, so it's like mini pulse. Otherwise I feel like it's like flowing, it's moving forward, it's quite fast, so we're gonna go with that vibe. But I think we will split. Oh my god. I think we will split by channel. So let's split channels everywhere. Split by channel. We're gonna add the key. The bass starts from here, we can see. Then we're going to the chorus. Let's split that too. Split by channel. Okay, the idea is that I will just sing something. Then we will make some special stuff here, and then we can see what we made, and then we can do the backings. Because I feel like then I can understand, okay, we have the main vocal, so maybe we can like somehow highlight something, you know, because I do would like to have a lead guitar or something that kind of plays what it plays. It kind of sounds nice in here if it will be here. So let's just record our first take, whatever, however it's gonna sound. I don't care right now. The goal is to just see how the counter melody is gonna work with the main singer or something like that. So I'm gonna record my first vocal and then we'll continue. So I did the first vocal, but I also recorded a really long guitar lead. I know it looks crazy, it's too long for a pattern, but we don't know restrictions, okay? We're free flowing experimental beings. So I'm just gonna leave that here. I think it sounds pretty cool, different, whatever. But what I do wanna add to that guitar lead is that we go to our guitar stuff. I think it's this one, right? Yep. So it's this is our guitar stuff. So we are going to add it on a track. It's just at 6, yeah? So let's just add this guitar, like some compressor a little bit. I want to try this Marshall thing. It's for the guitars usually. It's kind of cool, so I'm gonna add Velvet Clean Cont Mono, so it's like only one. There's also a stereo version that's kind of wide and shit, but I think I am gonna go with that. Kind of sounds nice, like it's like a separate kind of entity or something. So let's try some risers. Oh, I think it's too pale for me. Like, I think my writing style is a bit evolved, so I want something. Like, I also changed my first song, Shy Girl, of my album. Like, I a little bit changed the ending. I added a little more deeper meaning and more poetic sentences in it because I felt like it was like, because I wrote it when I was 19. It's the same case with that song, but I was like 22 maybe when I wrote this song. So I'm just gonna try to sing maybe something. Let's see. We're just gonna try. As I said, I'm trying to make each song as ready I can, and then I'll just add everything into one punch, and then maybe you guys can choose with me, and we can whatever choose which song is coolest. I do have few attachments, a few songs which I definitely will release, but some songs like this one, I'm like, it's a fine song, but I definitely have wrote something maybe better. I mean, it's not the worst. It's just that the time has passed, and the longer the time is passing when you don't release, the better songs you make, and then you kind of feel like you're behind, and you don't want to release something that you wrote 1,000 years ago because you feel like you could write better. So that's gonna be always there. I feel like it's a real issue, but I think at a certain point we have to let go of it. That's why my goal is to finish everything, let you guys listen to that. Let's make a new, like, some big folder where everyone can listen on my songs. We can choose which songs you like, and some of them I will definitely release already. There's a few songs I definitely will release that I'm making ready for that. But other than that, I feel like some songs are like unsure. I think I definitely can a little bit rearrange my album, because whatever makes it a deep and makes it like storytelling, I want to make it like interesting to follow through as best as I can, because I never finished the album. So, but I've written so many songs, so let's just try to do that. So I'm just gonna do a few vocals and let's see what we can do. Usually you should do like many takes, but I'm not gonna waste too much energy now for singing. We just want to get like the rough idea. Could go higher. Okay, so high. Let's make there. I think like the extra voices always give something great, because otherwise sometimes the song is like eh. But when you sing double sometimes, or you do something extra, it's just like it's a cherry on a cake, you know? You don't have to add it, but when you add it, yeah. Hi. I like how I don't start at the beginning. I'm just like, yeah, let's do the pre-chorus. So I don't know what we did. Outside is noisy. Sorry about that. Hopefully it's not here. But other than that, I just stacked a ton of vocals, made it kind of interesting. I like it more, but now I feel like the backing vocals are ruling the world, and my main vocal is kind of like decent. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just fun to play around with vocals. I just made like a rough mixes, as we usually do. We start with EQ, then we add compressor. I just had a regular one from compressor. They have this setting to just cut a little bit, make it more like subtle and clean, but whatever. So it sounds better when you listen it. And fresh air for crispiness. I added a presence pop to certain ones, and the other ones that I wanted in the back, I pulled them a little bit back and I added more reverb. And like this, wait, which one could be? Like this one is also in the back more. There's fresh air is just shiny, I think. I tried to like make them a little bit different, like sections, like okay, you know, the pre-verse pack. So these are like the verse packs here, and then it goes to pre-chorus, which is like here. I usually you should like do them separate, but I kind of added to one now. So we'll have like a rough idea how this song could grow. I am not sure about this. It went really messy. I made the chorus like multiple voices, and you can see like it creates like this feeling. I feel like maybe I could add instrument, or I could keep this crazy singing stuff going on there. I'm not really sure yet. I just could keep it like that. No, we can just listen it, have a look on it, and later we'll think how we can improve it. For this session, it's totally cool. I think it sounds kind of cool, but if like I said, I feel like the backings from chorus are kind of ruling the world. Maybe then write something better there. I think definitely I'll maybe change something. So I feel like it could be more emotional. It could be more like better for my vocal. I feel like my vocals have grown and I got them better. So we should definitely give our songs little space to grow. We can rewrite the songs all the time. I really recommend rewriting, because with my first song, I wrote it when I was 19. What I wanted to say is that with my first song, I rewrote certain parts and the song became more powerful. Then I rearranged the song to more piano based. Let's say you made a song and you feel like, well, I like this song how I wrote it, but I feel like it doesn't have a flavor. Then you can switch up, like, okay, maybe there's a lot of guitars, let's make it piano based. Maybe there's a lot of pianos, let's try to make it more guitar. Let's try to make more synth, whatever, you know. It's like, try to test ideas. You don't have to like the one you elevated it, but it gives you perspective that this song actually is better the way it is, or it either shows you that it's better when you do it with pianos. But it's also like a preference, taste, what you like to listen, and what you're vibing with. So it also comes to this. But I feel like when I changed my first song to more piano based, I loved it more, first of all. And when I changed the words a little bit, I made it more intentionally emotional, like I want it to be. And I started to love this song again, because they're old songs, so maybe you bring a little new side to it, and now you love those songs again, because, you know, when you listen to something 1,000 times, you don't even know if it's good anymore. You're just like, yeah, you know, this is the only emotion. You're like, yeah, I made it, I loved it. Now I'm not sure if I like it, you know. There's so many decisions I can do, you know, everything about decisions, but it's fine, whatever. Let's just listen to that. I'm standing on my way. I'm looking, reflection of way. While I keep growing, I'm feeling yeah, that's something we created today. I'm gonna continue doing my album songs, and as I said, we can maybe listen them all, choose together what Victoria will release, and hopefully I can perform it soon. I did have a little performance in Estonia, but thinking to move maybe I can go around Europe. You know, that's kind of like my goal, to be like European artist, if it's even possible. If it doesn't exist, doesn't matter, it will exist, you know. Anyways, I think it was a nice project to continue making my album songs. The next video is gonna be exciting, guys. I've been prepping that for 3 weeks. I did a challenge for you, but I'm gonna leave it for surprise, so you will see what type of challenge I did. Maybe it will be valuable for you and your goals when you're doing music. Last time I had such a fun session, so if you wanna go look at me a little bit rapping and singing, making a song for girl power, then you can check that out. It was definitely a fun project. A lot of people like that, so I'm even thinking to maybe I should release that and try to make it full, because a lot of people like that, so I'm gonna give it a thought. Until next Monday, thank you so much for being here, sending loves and hugs, and I hope our dreams come true every day. Bye.